July 9th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to be talking about several different things. We're going to be talking about Kansas City. We're going to be talking about Independence, Missouri. We're going to be talking about trash and things being out in people's yards and stuff. We're going to talk about dangers at the Kansas City Zoo, even. And lots of things to talk about. We're going to be talking about vehicles out there with no license plates. And we're also going to talk about the homeless. So let's just get started here and show a few things. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. We'll start over here on East 47th Street South on the street that I live on. Now, this actually was my sister's old house that she moved out of down the street. And then I don't know what took over down there. I don't know if it was like low housing, something else, but then somebody else bought it. But this got way out of control. As you can see, there was big crows in the yard and there was trash everywhere. And I had to go out there to Independence, and I talked to him out there in the codes violation place about this house, because I said, I mean, the crows were coming up and even getting in everybody else's trash on up the street. That's how bad it was. So I've noticed in the last about week and a half, there's been some stuff out here on 47th Street again, and from some of these houses here where, you know, there's 11 people living in one house and 7 living in another and stuff. And I'm hoping that maybe the trash will pick it up either Monday or Tuesday, because if not, I guess I'll be back out there again. But I'm going to show that too. They've basically dumped stuff out on the street. I've shown before where people have dumped like beds and mattresses and couches and stuff like that. And then I've had to go out to the city, and they've had to send a truck out to pick the stuff up. But these people, basically, they should be getting fined if they're not getting rid of their trash like they're supposed to. I'm going to show some things here, so hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back, guys. Just to make a quick note, this ain't on my street. This is actually 40 Highway up here. But getting close down here to Northfleet, I want to make a note of this. As you see my pins over here, and you see that this is out in somebody's grassy backyard. Well, this is a junked out car sitting in their backyard back here. Now, a lot of these houses got bought up by some people, and then they were rented out and stuff. But this car is just trash. This does not even look rentable. Half the front end's missing off this car right here. Something Independence, like I say, I'm sure would be interested in. But hold on. Now, last night, guys, I posted a video where there's about 25 cars parked out in front of this house. This house over here was where my sister lived. And that's the one I showed you. It had all the crows and stuff out there and all the trash and everything. This is the one they got on the market. Said, oh, it would sell within 3 weeks. Yeah, right. It's still for sale, guys. And I noticed that the party house here now has, out in front of their yard, a refrigerator. Now, this is kind of interesting. I'm curious to see how long this refrigerator sits here. Something else Independence probably be interested in if this doesn't disappear. Another danger is there are a lot of children that are down in between a couple of these houses here. And when you have a refrigerator like that, if a small child crawls into it, they can actually suffocate. And we'll get to that in a little bit here, because there's lots of things people don't think of. Common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense. I was at the zoo, and I talked once before about these golf carts and how dangerous they are, and how they, probably should either, definitely they need to have safety switches on them, but not to be left out either, because these children actually will climb on them, get on them. And today I actually seen a child actually fall off one that somebody had just left. And I'm going to show, not a video, but I am going to show one picture of the child on this golf cart here at the Kansas City Zoo. But we're going to go on up here first here. I want to show you my street. Now, I keep everything pretty much clean and neat in my area. But as I get up here, I've noticed something. Now, about a week and a half ago, next door to me, there's a whole bunch of trash. I got like a big old, let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm going to stop this right now. And let's see if I can bring this in first. Now, there's 14-foot easement out here. I think it's either 14 or 16. I'd have to go back and look at the paperwork. 14 or 16. But there's a trashy chair sitting here. And there's a, I don't know, some kind of a mattress that somebody's laid out here. This has been sitting out here for over a week and a half. Now, I know it didn't get picked up last week at the trash. And it sure is still sitting out there. So that's something else Independence needs to be aware of. Then I notice across the street, here's another bunch over here that they've piled. It looks like actually a hood of a car and something else. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can get in a little bit closer. Let's see. Hold on, guys. There it is. You can see. Oh, it's a door. It's like a screen door and a hood of a car. And they light it right up against the electric pole. Now, this is on East 47th Street South between Chrysler and Norfleet. But Independence, like I say, codes definitely need to be taking a look at this because we don't want it to look like, you know, something down there in the, say, by Prospect or Van Brunt, because some of those areas, they've got really bad. Stuff like this, it just escalates and gets worse. It makes the whole neighborhood look trashy. Don't want Independence to look trashy, you know. We had a president that actually, you know, lived here at one time. We should be proud of our area and what we have. I don't think that looks good, guys. Do you? Now, hold on.